Okay, in this video I'm going to be talking about angle measures and segment lengths inside circles. So the main two things that we're going to learn about is this equation here and this one that's really low down here. Okay, so sometimes these are called the mean girls circle. So if you think about it, the first one here, anytime my angle's inside my circle, think about you being in the inner circle of your friends. Okay, you can always add friends to your inner circle, so that's why we add the two arcs together, but then we need to take the average of them. Okay, when we do this, we always find the angle that's opening up to it. So we find angle 1, we also find this one here. Okay, this one down here, my angle's sitting outside my circle. Okay, so if you're outside your circle of friends, you're going to lose friends. So this one, we subtract our arcs. So I take my big arc minus my little arc, and it's going to equal that angle measure once I take half of it, because we do the average again. Okay, so if my angle sits on the inside, or if I have the crisscross, we add the two arcs and take half of it. If it sits on the outside, we subtract the two arcs, and then take half of it to get the angle. Okay, so first off, what is a secant? It connects 2 points in my circle. So if I talk about ray first, rays, remember, go like this and never end. Segments, they do end. Okay, so a lot of times when we do circles, the ones that end are going to most likely be chords. And then a secant is one that can continue forever and ever both ways. Okay, so in this circle, it says arc BC represents 15. DE is 35. I want to find angle A, so this little guy, and angle BFC. So if I go BFC, it is going to be this angle here. So I'm going to do angle A first. Whenever I said the angle sits on the outside, we add the two arcs, okay? Or we subtract the two arcs because you're on the outside. You're losing friends. So we do 35 minus 15, and we take half of it, and it's going to equal that angle A. 35 minus 15 gets me 20. When I take half of it, I get 10. So the angle A is going to be 10. My BFC sits on the inside and opens up to 15. So for this one, we're going to add the two arcs, take half of it to get that angle BFC. So 35 plus 15 gets me 50. When I take half of it, I'm going to get 25 for that angle BFC. Okay, so if I have my crisscross, my angle's on the inside, I'm going to add my two arcs, take half of it, and it's going to equal that angle that it opens up to. Okay, 70 plus 116 is 186. We take half of it to get 93 as that angle. Okay, this one, my angle sits on the outside, so we're going to subtract the two arcs that open up to it. So I'm going to do 90 minus 20, so big arc minus little arc. We take half of it, it's going to equal that angle measure. 90 minus 20 is 70. Cut 70 in half, x is going to be 35. Okay, my next one is kind of crazy. And we're actually going to skip this one because I didn't have it in the notes, so we're going to go to this little guy here. Okay, so this one is one of the harder ones, okay, because I don't have my big arc. To find my big arc, normally we do 360 minus whatever this is. So let's pretend this is 40. I would do 360 minus 40, and that would leave 320 for this big arc. Problem is, it's x. So this represents 360 minus whatever that little arc is. Okay, well now that I have my big arc and little arc and my angle, I can go ahead and do my theorem. So I take, since it's my angle sitting on the outside, I'm going to subtract my arc. So I do 360 minus x minus x. There's my big arc minus my little arc. We take half of it, and it always equals whatever the angle is. I'm just giving you something different in this. Okay? If I want to get rid of a half, I'm going to multiply both sides by 2. So it goes away over here. I now have 360. Let's go ahead and simplify. Negative x minus x, so it's like negative 1 minus 1. We get negative 2x. We're going to subtract 360. So 120 minus 360, I get negative 2x equals negative 240. Divide by negative 2, and it's going to be 120. Okay, this one's really weird because the 6 actually stands for the arc. The angle is a right angle. So when I do this, I do my big arc minus my little arc. We take half of it, and it's going to equal my angle, which is 90 in this. It's just really hard to see. Okay, it's because my angle's sitting on the outside. I don't have the crisscross happening on the inside. So that's why I don't do the addition here. Okay, so I'm going to multiply both sides by 2 to get 180 here and x minus 6. And then I'm going to add 6 to get 186. Okay, my last one here. I have my angle sitting on the outside, so I'm going to subtract my arcs. So I do 140, my big arc, minus my little arc. I take half of it, and it's going to equal that angle. So let's go ahead and multiply both sides by 2. Let's subtract 140. So 96 minus 140, I get negative x equals negative 44. Divide by negative 1, so my x is 44. So that arc is 44. To find y, I need to somehow use the arc that it opens up to, because to find any angle, we're going to have to do the arc somehow. So if I do 360 minus that 140 minus the 44, I'll get what I want left. So 360 minus 140 minus 44, this gets me 176. Okay, and then a theorem we learned last time is if I have a tangent line, which this little guy's a tangent line, and an arc that opens up to it, I can cut this arc in half to get my angle. So if I do 176 divided by 2, I get this angle to be 88. Okay, the reasons it's not a right angle is because if it was a tangent line connected to a radius or diameter, then yes, it would have been a right angle, but it's not connected to a radius or diameter, so we need to actually figure out what it is. Okay, I want to go back to this question to clarify one more thing. Let's say if I wanted to try to find y here, we always find the angle that the arcs open up to, so then if I wanted to find y, I could do 180 minus whatever this x is to be able to find it. So I would do 180 minus 93 to find 87 here. In case for some reason I'm trying to find an angle that's not being opened up to those arcs, that's how you would find it.